The train station platform was a chaotic sea of rushing commuters and rhythmic mechanical groans. Tommy sprinted with everything he had, his tiny heart hammering against his ribs, while his ticket was clutched tightly in his trembling paw. He skidded to a breathless halt, his eyes locking onto the massive iron locomotive. There, sitting with infuriating calm in the conductor's seat, was Jerry. The mouse's hand rested casually on the throttle. With a mocking grin, Jerry waved a tiny paw and let out a soft, taunting chuckle that echoed over the steam. Tommy's blood boiled. He lunged forward, weaving desperately through a forest of legs belonging to startled passengers, his eyes fixed on his rival. Tommy vaulted over a large leather suitcase with the grace of an athlete, but his luck ran dry as his feet caught the heavy strap. He tumbled headfirst into the yawning mouth of the open bag. Before he could scramble out, a stray luggage tag flicked shut like a trap, and the zipper hissed with a sinister finality, sealing him in total darkness. The suitcase slid onto the cold conveyor belt, disappearing into the dark, hungry maw of the baggage system. Inside, Tommy thumped against the stiff leather walls, his muffled shouts for help completely drowned out by the deafening roar of the sorting machinery. He was a prisoner of the cargo hold now. Suddenly, the bag hit a snag and Tommy burst through the baggage hatch, tumbling directly into the third carriage of the moving train. He shook off the dust, spotted Jerry near the buffet car, and began to creep forward on his tiptoes. Jerry glanced back, his eyes twinkling with mischief, and yanked the emergency brake lever downward with all his weight. The train shrieked in agony as metal ground against metal. Tommy lost his footing instantly, sliding across the polished floor like a hockey puck. He smashed into the silver buffet trolley, sending a rain of sandwiches and potato chips flying into the air. He stood up, draped in soggy lettuce and bread crusts, looking absolutely ridiculous. Ignoring the mustard on his fur, Tommy scrambled up the ladder to the train roof. The wind whipped his fur into a frenzy as he crawled toward the engine. Jerry appeared at the edge of the roof, ducking behind a metal vent. Just ahead, a terrifying sign flashed. Very low tunnel. Jerry saw it and immediately flattened himself against the cold metal. But Tommy, blinded by rage, stood upright and continued shouting threats. The brick archway loomed closer, a dark wall of impending doom. There was a dull, sickening thud as his head collided with the masonry. When the train finally emerged from the tunnel, Tommy was flattened like a paper-thin pancake drifting in the wind. He slowly peeled his two-dimensional body off the roof and cornered Jerry at the rear door. Nowhere left to run, Tommy growled through his flattened teeth. The intercom crackled with a static hiss. Next stop, the zoo! The door slid open. A massive, regal lion stepped onto the platform, casually adjusting his golden mane. He looked down at the tiny, bickering duo and asked in a deep voice, "Is this seat taken?" Tommy and Jerry exchanged a wide-eyed glance of pure terror and bolted in opposite directions, screaming in perfect unison. Minutes later, they collapsed on a wooden bench outside the gates, gasping for air. A penguin waddled past, staring at the pathetic pair with a tilted head. Jerry wiped a tear of laughter from his eye, enjoying the victory. Tommy slumped over, burying his face in his paws, and groaned, "I am never taking the train again." Final score, Tommy 0, Jerry 11.